Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Mary Parker, and today I want to guide you through one of the most overlooked, misunderstood, and transformative discoveries in male wellness. Something so simple that most men go their entire lives without realizing how much it influences their vitality, their motivation, their circulation, and yes, their natural ability to feel desire with confidence and balance. I'm not here to speak as a medical authority, but as a communicator, a wellness educator, and someone deeply committed to helping men understand their bodies with clarity instead of confusion. For decades, men have been told that a gradual decline in desire is just part of aging, as if the body quietly closes puertas internas once we cross 50, but modern science paints a completely different picture. The male body is not designed to shut down with age. It's designed to adapt. The real issue is that many men unknowingly deprive their system of the nutrients that sustain vitality from the inside out. When this deficiency silently grows year after year, the body responds with fatigue, reduced enthusiasm, a sense of disconnection, and a decline in natural desire. And here's where today's revelation begins. One specific vitamin controls far more of the male vitality system than most men imagine. Yet it remains the most ignored vitamin in male health, not because it's rare, but because men assume it affects only bones or structural health. The truth is deeper. This vitamin influences hormones, circulation, mood balance, muscle strength, mental clarity, and the internal drive that gives a man energy and presence. Today, I want to walk with you through why this vitamin matters so much, how it works inside the male body, what happens when it's missing, and how replenishing it can unlock a sense of vitality many men haven't felt in years. And I promise, everything you hear today will be claro, directo, and free of complicated jargon. I want you to feel as if we are sitting across from each other, having a thoughtful conversation about your well-being. Let's begin with a truth that surprises most men. The decline in desire is almost never the result of aging itself. It's the result of nutrient decline, specifically a drop in vitamin D, the most ignored catalyst of male vitality. Vitamin D is not just a bone nutrient. It is a biological activator. It behaves more like a hormone than a vitamin. It signals your body to energize cells, regulate mood, support healthy blood flow, maintain muscular strength, and sustain the internal spark of masculine vitality. Yet more than 70% of men over 50 have insufficient levels, and they don't even know it. They simply assume they're getting older. When vitamin D levels fall, desire doesn't disappear, it falls asleep. Now let's walk through the real challenges men face when this deficiency begins to grow. Most men describe the same pattern, even if they use different words. They talk about tired mornings, afternoons that drain their energy too soon, evenings without motivation, and moments of intimacy that feel less natural, less spontaneous, or less connected. They often say they've lost their spark, but in reality, it's not that the spark is gone. It's that the body doesn't have the biochemical support to ignite it. Some men report feeling mentally cloudy. Others feel emotionally flat or irritable. Many describe a lack of circulation that contributes to a slower or weaker response. All of these experiences can create distance in their intimate life and reduce confidence, sometimes causing stress or worry that only makes the situation more difficult. What matters most now is understanding why this happens. And the reason is simple. Vitamin D is a commanding regulator. When it drops, the entire internal system slows. Energy, mood, circulation, strength, and desire. When it rises, the system reactivates, not in an artificial or forced way, but in a natural, balanced, deeply human way. Let me walk you through exactly how this vitamin works, because once you understand the process, you can finally stop blaming age and start reclaiming your natural vitality. First, let's talk about energy. Every male cell contains mitochondria, tiny structures that produce energy. Think of them as the power generators of your body. Vitamin D activates enzymes that help mitochondria function efficiently. When vitamin D is low, the cells slow down, energy declines. Some men describe it as a heaviness or a lack of spark. When vitamin D rises again, the cells wake up. Energy becomes steadier, more natural, more reliable throughout the day. Second, let's look at vitality signaling. The male body depends on internal messages that regulate motivation and drive. Vitamin D plays a central role in supporting hormonal balance, not increasing anything artificially, but helping the body maintain its natural rhythm. When men feel their desire fading, it's often this rhythm that has weakened. Restoring vitamin D helps the body regain that natural drive, giving men clarity, interest, enthusiasm, and a renewed sense of connection. Third, circulation. For men's intimate wellness, circulation is fundamental. Healthy blood flow is what allows men to respond with confidence, firmness, and stability. Vitamin D supports vascular flexibility and helps maintain healthy endothelial function, the delicate lining of blood vessels responsible for dilation. When vitamin D is low, circulation becomes sluggish. Responses slow down. When vitamin D returns to optimal levels, circulation improves noticeably, and men often feel more present, more capable, more grounded in their body. Fourth, mood and confidence. The mind is where desire begins. Vitamin D influences neurotransmitters involved in motivation, calmness, and emotional balance. When levels fall, many men experience irritability, apathy, or emotional disconnection. These emotions create distance in moments that should feel warm and supportive. When vitamin D rises, men often describe a sense of lightness, presence, and confidence returning. Emotional warmth increases. This is crucial for maintaining connection with a partner and nurturing intimate trust. Fifth, muscular strength and physical presence. Vitality is not only mental or emotional, it is also physical. Muscle fibers depend on vitamin D for strength and coordination. When it's low, muscle tone declines. Some men notice poor posture, quick fatigue, or reduced stability. With optimal vitamin D levels, muscles regain tone and stamina, supporting physical confidence during both daily activities and intimate connection. Now let me share stories, real examples that illustrate the power of this overlooked vitamin. A 59-year-old man once told me he felt half alive. He wasn't sick, he didn't have any major medical condition. He was simply losing motivation, clarity, and desire. After discussing his routine, I learned he spent little time outdoors, used sunscreen every day, and didn't supplement classic indicators. I encouraged him to consider restoring his vitamin D. The change shocked him. 3 weeks later, he told me, "I feel awake for the first time in years." His desire returned, not because anything new entered his life, but because his body finally had the nutrients it needed to respond. Another man, 67 years old, came with a sense of emotional distance. He felt disconnected from his partner, not because of lack of love, but because he lacked the energy and desire to engage. His levels of vitamin D were practically non-existent. After restoring them, the most meaningful transformation wasn't physical, it was emotional. He started initiating conversations again. He felt affectionate, present, and grounded. His partner later said, "It feels like the man I married has returned." A third man, 72, believed age had taken away his vitality for good. He had accepted this decline with resignation, assuming it was irreversible. But once he focused on raising his vitamin D levels, something remarkable happened. He regained mental clarity, his mood balanced, and his natural desire resurfaced. He told me, "I can't believe this was the missing piece." These stories matter because they show something essential. The male body is resilient. It wants to thrive, to connect, to feel alive. Age does not erase desire. Nutrient deficiency does. And when we restore that deficiency, vitality follows. Now, how can you naturally support vitamin D? 3 simple approaches create the foundation. First, sunlight exposure. The skin produces vitamin D when exposed to direct sun, but many men spend most of their time indoors or covered. Even 15 minutes a day can help. Second, foods like fatty fish, eggs, and fortified products contribute small amounts. They're helpful, but rarely enough. Third, supplementation. Many men need additional support, especially if they live in colder climates or experience seasonal low-light periods. I also want to emphasize that restoring vitamin D does not create sudden or artificial changes. It aligns the body with its natural biology. It gives the system permission to function the way it always wanted to function. And that is the most elegant, respectful form of male wellness. Let's bring all of this into one clear conclusion. The most ignored vitamin that boosts male desire naturally is vitamin D, not because it forces anything to happen, but because it restores the internal balance that makes desire possible. Vitality does not disappear with age, it disappears with deficiency. And when that deficiency is corrected, the internal spark returns. Before we close, I want you to carry this message with you. It is never too late to reclaim your energy, restore your clarity, or reconnect with your intimate confidence. The male body responds at any age when you give it the right conditions. If this message helped you understand your own vitality in a new light, I invite you to reflect on it, share your experience with others who may need guidance, and consider staying connected with this community where we explore natural, accessible ways to support male well-being and longevity. Thank you for being here. I'm Dr. Mary Parker, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you.